Good morning, everyone. Why I succeed. Take a moment and look at your hands. Now, imagine if you woke up tomorrow without them. Then imagine if while trying to make sense of that, you realized you also didn't have your feet. No hands to hold on to things, no legs to carry you forward. Sounds impossible, right? I'm here to tell you something that might surprise you. Even if that was your reality, you could succeed. You could win. You could thrive. You know how I know this? Because success isn't about what you don't have. It's about what you deal with what you've got. I succeed because I learned to focus on what I could control, not what I couldn't. Yes, there are things in life that feel like barriers, circumstances that scream, this is where it ends for you. But those barriers, they're not there to stop you. They're there to test how bad you want to break through. Success is not determined by the things you don't have, but by how you choose to use what you do have. Too often, people focus on their limitations, whether they are physical, emotional, financial, or situational, and allow those limitations to dictate their potential. They believe that because they lack certain advantages or resources, they cannot achieve their goals. However, success is never about having everything perfectly aligned. It's about working with what's already in your hands and finding creative ways to make the most of it. Every single person has something they can use, whether it's an ability, a skill, a mindset, or even just a relentless attitude. The key is to shift your focus from what you think is missing to what's already present. When you focus on lack, you invite excuses. You start to believe that the absence of certain tools is justification for not moving forward. On the other hand, when you focus on what you have, you unlock possibilities. You realize that the smallest step taken consistently can lead to incredible progress over time. One of the most important realizations is that everyone has limitations of some kind. Even the most successful people in the world have areas where they struggle or face challenges. The difference is that they don't dwell on those limitations, they embrace them and use them as fuel to drive their determination. They recognize that limitations are not barriers to success, but opportunities to innovate and grow. It's about working smarter, not just harder, and recognizing that the value of your effort lies in your mindset. The truth is, no one starts with everything. The greatest achievements in history came from people who began with far less than what they needed, but refused to let that hold them back. They took what they had and made it work. They turned disadvantages into strengths by refusing to be defined by them. This perspective transforms obstacles into challenges and challenges into opportunities. You don't need everything to succeed. You need to decide that what you have is enough to start. When you embrace this mindset, you empower yourself to take action, create solutions, and prove to yourself that success is within reach, regardless of the circumstances. Failure is an inevitable part of the journey to success. But it is not its opposite, rather, it is an essential stepping stone along the way. Many people fear failure because they see it as a reflection of their worth or a permanent roadblock. However, failure is not a stopping point. It is a learning opportunity. Each failure teaches lessons that refine skills, build resilience, and provide the clarity needed to move forward with greater strength and purpose. Failure provides perspective. When something doesn't go as planned, it forces you to pause and reassess. It pushes you to ask hard questions and find new answers. What went wrong? What can be done differently? These are the kinds of questions that lead to innovation and breakthroughs. A setback might feel discouraging in the moment, but it often holds the key to future success because it reveals blind spots or strategies that weren't effective. With each failure, you become better equipped to handle challenges and more prepared to seize opportunities. Resilience is another gift of failure. Facing setbacks requires strength, and every time you pick yourself back up, you build that strength. Resilience is not something you are born with it's something developed through experience. Failure teaches you to persevere when the odds seem stacked against you. It reminds you that no matter how many times you fall, there is always a way to rise again. It is in those moments of rising that you find the grit needed to achieve long-term success. Failure also redefines your understanding of risk. Once you've failed and survived, you realize that failure is not the end of the world. This perspective makes you bolder and more willing to take risks, which is critical to achieving great things. The fear of failure often holds people back more than failure itself ever could. When you learn to embrace failure as a natural part of progress, you stop fearing it and start using it. Failure becomes a tool or means to refine your approach and sharpen your focus. It's not about avoiding mistakes, it's about learning from them and continuing forward with the knowledge they bring up. The direction of your life is shaped by the questions you ask yourself, because questions frame your mindset and determine how you interpret your circumstances. When faced with challenges, most people instinctively ask disempowering questions like, why me? Or why is this happening to me? These questions focus on problems and reinforce a victim mindset, leaving little room for progress. However, when you shift to empowering questions, such as what can I learn from this? Or what can I do next? You open the door to solutions, growth, and forward momentum. Questions are powerful because they direct your focus. Your brain is constantly seeking answers, and the type of question you ask determines where your mind will search for solutions. If you ask negative or self-defeating questions, your mind will find reasons to confirm them. For example, asking, why am I not good enough, will lead you to focus on your flaws and reinforce self-doubt. But if you ask, what strengths do I have that I can build on, your mind shifts to a positive, proactive state, looking for opportunities instead of barriers. This mental shift is often the difference between feeling stuck and finding a way forward. Questions also have the power to redefine how you see obstacles. Instead of asking, why is this so hard? Ask, how can I grow stronger through this? This subtle shift changes a challenge from something to fear into something to conquer. It transforms obstacles into opportunities to build resilience, creativity, and resourcefulness. When you train yourself to consistently ask empowering questions, you begin to see difficulties as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Another key aspect of asking the right questions is that it keeps you focused on the present and the future rather than dwelling on the past. Questions like, what can I control right now? Or what step can I take today? Keep you grounded in action and progress. They prevent you from getting trapped in regret or fear and encourage you to take ownership of your life, no matter the circumstances. This habit builds confidence over time because each small step forward reinforces the belief that you are capable of navigating challenges and creating meaningful change. When you ask the right questions, you unlock the potential to your life in a positive and fulfilling direction. Thanks for watching.